Hey guys, welcome again. So now what? So we have learned so far a lot. Now we are going to go deep into the rest of the stuff that is the most important. So we are going to optimize bids for keywords and product targeting campaigns. We are going to scale the bees. That means we are going to scale all those profitable campaigns, profitable search terms, and we are going to scale them. Now, ACOS management by using bulk operation, we are going to do this. Now, we are going to do our next thing, that is search term and ASIN extraction for accelerated sales growth with control on our hand, not on Amazon. Now, how we do it, we will show you exactly. Search term and ASIN extraction for omnipresence using brand ads. So now what we will do. So let's quickly open the search term report. Okay, let's quickly open search term report. Before that, because when you are going to analyze a search term report, you have to know a few things. So I want you to open in the workbook, page number 2. So open in page number 2 in the workbook. So here you will see clarity of a profitable advertisement campaigns. Now we are going to optimize the campaigns. So before we go and optimize the campaigns, we have to know exact metrics we have to look for. Otherwise, how would you know a 50% ACOS is good for you or not? Or how would you know a 20% ACOS is good for you or not? How would you know 100 click is good for you or not? So now what we are going to do is we are going to analyze few data. And for this, you also need this workbook and a pen. So you will see this page, the page where it says clarity of profitable advertisement campaigns. Open that page number 2. Now do not take screenshot. Please be respectful for me, actually, as I have invested so much of my time constructing this for you so that you can learn exactly by writing, so that you can apply these strategies. Because so when you open this page number 2, there you will see the clarity of profitable advertising campaigns, and there is total 4 columns. Total 4 rows are there, and the first column it says, first row it says ACOS, then TACOS, then CTR, that is click-through rate. Then the next is ratio of organic and PPC orders. Now there are 2 more columns, current and desired. So in the current column, obviously you have to go to your Amazon advertisement dashboard and look for this data. Now ACOS, you will get the data right from your advertisement dashboard. Let me try to show you one of my advertisement dashboards so that it becomes a little bit easier for you. And guys, please do not post your questions, okay? If you have questions, make sure you have them written somewhere so that we can discuss about that. So here you will get the exact metrics. So this is the ACOS that you have to look for. This is a click-through rate. And then you already know your orders. So how many orders have you got? Now, when you calculate this, make sure you calculate on a 60-day period, because we are going to optimize our data based on the 60-day report in our bulk operation. And in the search term report, we are going to analyze the last 14 days. So it is better if you can go for 60 days, or 14 days will also work, okay, or 30 days. So just look back the last 14 days, change the date, and in the current parameters for ACOS, write down what is your current ACOS parameter. So for this case, for this brand that we are managing, it is 20.37% ACOS. So write down 20.37% in the current. Then the TACOS. Now TACOS, you have to calculate by looking at last 14 days sales. How much sales have you got? Now this data we are going to use in both bulk sheet, in bulk operation to optimize bids, plus in our advertisement search term report as well. So 30 days or 14 days, both works the same, okay? Now TACOS, look back how much total sales you have got in the last 14 days or 30 days. So if you have got in the last 30 days total 1 lakh in sales, and in which you have spent in advertisement, how much you spend in advertisement, you can look at this tab. Okay, so suppose you have spent 1 lakh, you have made 1 lakh in sales in the last 30 days and spent 10,000. That means it is 10% of the total sales. So the tacos will be 10%. Now, I guess you already know it because you are already selling with a lot of products. Now, click-through rate, you can get it here, click-through rate. So out of how many impressions, you have got click. So suppose your ad is shown 100 times and out of which only 4 people clicked. So that is how much percentage you will see. Okay. So you will see the click-through rate also here. You can see here. Okay. Now the next fourth point is ratio of organic and PPC orders. Now organic orders, how would you know? Suppose in the last 30 days you have got total 100 orders, and in the advertisement dashboard you can see total orders. You can click on this orders, and if you have got suppose you have got 10 orders or 50 orders. Okay, you have got 50 orders from this advertisement and 50 orders organically. So you have to basically subtract total orders minus PPC orders, you will get organic orders. Okay, now let's look at the desired ones. Now desired one, we have some preset metrics that we look for in our brands. So desired ACOS, we generally look at below 30% because our margins are more than 30% in our products. Our gross margin stands like the 28 to 38%. So anything less than 30% is good. We can as a ACOS. Okay. Now for tacos, anything less than 10%, we consider it as good. For click-through rate, anything more than 0.4% or 0.40%, we consider it as good. Write down 0.40% below beside the click-through rate. And then on ratio of organic and PPC orders, the desired should be 4:1. That means if you are getting 4 organic orders, you should get 1 order in ad spend. If you're getting 1 order in sponsor ads, that means you should get 4 orders in your PPC. Or it may also be 3:1. That means 1 PPC sales should equal to 3 organic sales. If you're getting 1 order in PPC, that should rank your product in such a position you should get 3 organic orders. Now it may depend if your listing is not matured. So these are the desired metrics you have to look for. Okay. Now the next thing is we are going to look at the search term report and analyze that. Okay. So this is the search term report. Let's do one thing. Let's do view, then freeze the column row number 1. Okay. Then what we have to do is we have to add filter to this. Create new filter. Now what you have to do is you have to go in the orders part. Since we are doing this to get profitable search terms. Now we will deselect 0, 1 and 2 because any campaign that I've given less than 2 sales, we are not going to consider that. Now if you look back the summary that we did on page number 1, advertisement competitions, not that one. Yeah, the Ask Systems summary. In that page number 5, all the steps are written, like what will be the next thing, and it is the search term, analyzing search term and taking out profitable keyword search term is also one point there. So now we have actually sorted based on the orders. We have to just sort by Z to A, make it numbers so that our Google Sheet do not show any error. These are all orders, which are all orders that are more than 3. So now what you have to do, you have to sort by ACOS. Okay. Let's sort by ACOS. Now first let's make it percentage, otherwise Google Sheet will do some error on it. Okay. Now you will see, so what we have to do is we have to extract first search terms that have got more than 3 orders. Also looking at ACOS. Now here you'll see the ACOS first is 51%. I will not select this 51% search term because we can optimize it. We can optimize it in our next process that we are going to do. So I'll not touch this 51%. Now 33% is a little bit higher than my range. Still, it is a little bit higher than break even. So still I will use it so that I have more control on it, and I will check if I can lower this down. Okay. So I will just leave the top one and copy the rest. Now you'll see there are some AA signs there. So what I will do is I will just short it based on only search terms first, then we are going to select AA signs later. So do filter by condition, and then text contains, text do not contain B0. B0 means we are only looking for the search terms that do not have B0. That means all the AA signs will not show now. Now we are going to avoid this top one, that is 51% ACOS. The rest we are going to copy, because the rest have actually proven to us they have got more than 3 orders. What I will do is I will copy this and paste it in a separate sheet. Do Control Shift V. Okay. Now let's zoom it a little bit. There is a lot of search terms, right? But I'm sure there will be some like some duplicates there. Okay. So what I will do is I will use a formula equals to unique. So it will only select that if there is duplicate, it will only show me one time. So you see, we had almost 37 key search terms. And now when we have subtracted the duplicates, we have got only 17 search terms were duplicate. That means we had campaigns in which it is targeting same search terms, multiple campaigns targeting same search terms. So we are competing against each other. So we are giving away search term impressions, percentage of our search term impressions. So is it good or is it bad? How can we control it? So in the last module, in the last training day, I am going to show you how you can tackle this, whether it is good or bad. We use some formula, some strategies that actually help us to manage this thing so that our campaigns do not compete against each other, because we don't want that our each campaigns or two campaigns share impression share amongst each other. We want one to have all the impression share, to have good idea about the data. Now these are all unique search terms that we are going to use in the next phase. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to take away AA signs now. Now from text do not contain to will make text that starts with. So these are all AA signs. Now you'll see the ACOS is within our range, the range we have written down in that paper. Now I will copy it and paste it in this sheet. Control Shift V. Then I am also going to unique it, because it may happen the AA signs also gets like duplicates may be there. Okay. So yeah, so duplicates are there. Now we are going to use this one and this one in our next stage. Now what is the next stage? I'm going to cover that as well. So in the next stage, we are going to use these search terms and AA signs as the third layer of our scaling process. Now what do we do in that process? Now we have to create campaigns based on top of the search product page placements. Okay, now I'll show you some examples by creating this. So for this search term, we are going to run exact match 1. Then also we are going to break that exact match in 2 parts. So first campaign will be top of the search exact match using the same keyword. The second campaign will be product page placement using the same keyword in exact match. So the third campaign will be the same keyword but in phrase match using top of the search. The fourth one will be using same keyword phrase but product page. Now we are going to run only exact and phrase, since these are search terms, not keywords. This came from our search term report in the customer search term. Okay. So these are exact things that customers searched. So if suppose customer searches mop holder chairs with the S, then also your exact match will show up for that. And this also we are going to break in same. So each campaign will have two, each AA sign will have 2 campaigns, since we do not have exact or broad here. So for this AA sign, we are going to create first campaign, top of the search, second campaign, product page. Now, why we do it? Why we do it, break in different campaigns? Because you know Amazon has very less advertisement placement. Their inventory is very low to show our products, whereas there is thousands of lakhs of advertisers. So not all advertisers are going to get every placements because there is huge competition. And 90% or 95% of the advertiser do not bid directly for placements. So they depend on Amazon's auction process, and give them, they can show you. They basically wait for the automatic placements. That means they want Amazon to decide whether they have to show or not in top of the search product page. And maximum times Amazon don't test all the placements. Once they find one placement is proving well, they put all the budget on that. By doing this, we directly bid for that placement. And since we are the only bidder for that placement, we are going to get cheap clicks plus cheap sales plus lower ACoS. And also our optimization will be in our hand, not on Amazon. So we can optimize in each placements, each keywords, each match.